Hello and welcome back to our Chatty Scent Corner. So today, guys, I have so much juicy stuff to discuss with you. So let me give you an idea of what we're going to be talking about. Of course, as usual, I have a couple of fragrances that I want to let you know are in the pipeline, that they're coming out soon. But the important thing today is that I'm going to be talking about the trends that we can expect to see in 2025 as it relates to fragrances. Yes. In addition, I want to share with you some details around the Fragrance Foundation Awards. You know, that's a very reputable organization that has an award ceremony every year. And I just found very interesting the fragrances that did receive an award this year. So I just want to share with you a couple of those fragrances and get your thoughts in the comments section. But before we jump right in, if this is your first time here, I'm Arahi and I'm your fragrance concierge because I'm totally committed to creating the best fragrance experience for you. I upload videos multiple times a week. And in this channel, we talk about all types of fragrances: designer, Middle Eastern, Western niche, affordable, scented body products, you name it, anything that will make us smell fabulous. Now, if that sounds like the type of content that you're interested in and like a good plan, then please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget, leave a comment. Let's go. Right, guys, so before we get started, I did want to ask you a favor. So I have been thinking about ways that we could make this a bit more interactive. Like, you know, you are my fam and I know you guys are watching, but you know, I also would like to see you or hear from you a bit more. And one of the first favors that I want to ask you, because I will keep coming up with other ideas, believe me, the first favor that I want to ask you is when it comes to our Chatty Scent Corner, you know, if you want to send me some fragrance industry information that you discover, because I don't have time to look all the time and I don't find all the information that's out there. If you want to share that information with me, then I can bring it to our Chatty Scent Corner. And of course, I will let the fam know that you shared it with me. And now you are part of our channel production. But anyway, so the plan is that you can reach out to me via DM on Instagram and send me the information that you discovered somewhere about what's going on in the fragrance industry. And of course, then I will put it together based on what you send me, and I will incorporate it in the Chatty Scent Corner video of the week. And then, of course, I will let the fam know that you were the one who sent it to me. If that's what you like. If you want me to keep you anonymous, I can do that too. But I would really love it if we could just start interacting more in different ways. Let me know, guys, what you think of that. And if you are interested in participating, then whenever you have something to send, then just send it to me via DM on Instagram and I will go ahead and add it to this video. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump right in because I don't have many different things to share, but the things that I have to share are so interesting and have so many details. So let's go ahead and start with the first fragrance that I do want to share with you this week. And I'm going to start with this fragrance and then we'll jump into the more juicy fragrance industry stuff. But I have just been looking forward to sharing this with you because this new fragrance, guys, are you ready? It's from Xerjoff. Yes, I know. Okay, so if you follow Xerjoff like I do, guys, this, if I'm not wrong, is the 10th, you heard me right, 10th fragrance that they're launching this year. So there's 10 fragrances so far, and I've picked up 2 of them, which are Le Var del Sol, which you guys know I absolutely love. I just featured it in a comforting fragrances video. And then I also picked up Quattro Pizzi. Oof, my goodness, that one is so complex and different, but I am loving it. But both of those are from the Casa Moratti line. But they have launched a total of 10 fragrances, guys. And I have to tell you that this one that I want to share with you today is Xerjoff Louis XV 1722. Now, this is a fragrance that is very interesting. This is why I'm going to share it with you. So this fragrance comes as a result of the collaboration between the CEO of Xerjoff and the CEO of Vinoge. I'm going to write it right here because I'm probably butchering that. But bottom line is that Vinoge is a champagne house that is actually based out of the region of Champagne in France. And they collaborated, and Xerjoff created a fragrance, and the Champagne House created a set of exclusive champagne blends to celebrate their collaboration. Now, let me share with you the notes of this fragrance because, guys, I think that this fragrance is going to be not just an exceptionally different and beautiful fragrance from Xerjoff. I just have the feeling that it's going to be something very special because typically if you have a collaboration such as this, you want to put your best foot forward, and Xerjoff never disappoints when it's time to do something exceptionally different. So let me tell you the notes of this fragrance. So we have at the top, we have grapefruit, champagne, saffron, and plum. In the middle notes, we have lavender, hazelnut, coffee, cocoa, and rose. And at the base, we have sandalwood, white musk, cashmere, leather, and incense. Wow. I cannot wait to get my nose on that fragrance. Now, I have not looked into pricing, but I'm sure it's going to be quite pricey. I'm not even sure yet of where we can pick it up, but I will definitely be looking into it and let you know a little bit more. Okay, so now that we've covered the first fragrance that I have for you today, let's jump right in and talk about the Fragrance Foundation Awards of 2024. Now, let me start by saying this. These awards happen every year and they happen in arrears. So if we are in 2024, the fragrances that are considered for the awards are fragrances that were launched during 2023 for obvious reasons. You want the fragrance to be launched, you want time for whomever is judging and making decisions around these awards to be granted, to have the opportunity to use the fragrance, I would assume, right? So the fragrances that received awards during 2024 are all 2023 launches. But guys, I find it very interesting. So let me just share this with you. So in case you don't know, this foundation is based out of New York City. And the mission of the foundation, in their words, is to inspire the world to discover the artistry and passion of fragrance. That is a very nice and noble mission. Especially for us fragrance lovers, really loving that. They have a large membership roster, guys. That's another thing that I found out, that includes fragrance brands, fragrance houses, retailers, and media. So let me give you an example of who you can find within their membership roster. So you have, and these are just examples because the list is extensive. So Cartier, Chanel, Ex Nihilo, Nordstrom, Maison Crivelli, L'Oreal, like L'Oreal, guys, L'Oreal, right? You know that L'Oreal now is like a huge conglomerate, okay, of course, the Louis Vuitton conglomerate, which I forget the name, but the Louis Vuitton conglomerate is also there, which covers so many different type of products and so many industries. It just spans, but anyway, they also have Kayali, Sephora, Saks Fifth Avenue, and others. But I just wanted to give you an appreciation for who's involved in this foundation. So also I wanted you to know, in their words, the awards are designed to celebrate the standout scents of the previous year. So the awards are obviously designed to recognize, celebrate the outstanding, right, the best scents in their opinion of the previous year. So I'm going to share with you, right, some of the awards, not all of them, but some of the awards, the ones that I know will really interest you, and I would love to get your opinion in the comments section. Under the category of Women's Fragrance of the Year, under luxury, right? So under women's fragrance, there's different types or categories, but This category is called Women's Fragrance of the Year, in parentheses, luxury. Well, the recipient of that award was Valentino Born in Roma Donna, the Intense. You guys remember that that was launched last year in 2023. I am pretty sure I brought that fragrance here to the channel because I have it right there and I absolutely love that fragrance. Now, in the category of women's fragrance of the year within luxury, do I believe that that was the best one that was launched in 2023? I don't know, guys. I can think of many other fragrances, but that's just little old me here, right? And I'm not saying that this one did not deserve it, because when I spoke about it on the channel, I fell in love immediately. Like, as soon as I sniffed that fragrance, I thought, whoa, this is exceptional. And it was exceptional. But let us know in the comment section what you think about that. The next award is Women's Fragrance of the Year under Prestige. Now, I don't know what the difference is between the Women's Fragrance of the Year luxury and prestige. If you know, let me know. But I try to find out or find some information around that and I couldn't. But guess who won that award? And I'm so happy because, wow, Burberry Goddess. Are you surprised? Not the Intense. Remember, this is 2023. That's when the OG, the original, was launched. So yes, I am totally loving that. But let us know your opinion in the comment section. Then, Fragrance of the Year. Are you ready for this one? Fragrance of the Year, Universal Luxury. Are you ready? Okay, sit down. Tom Ford Vanilla Sex. Yeah, Tom Ford Vanilla Sex. Now, you let us know in the comment section your thoughts on that, your opinion on that fragrance being awarded the Fragrance of the Year under Universal Luxury. Is it a luxury fragrance? Absolutely, it's a luxury fragrance. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on. The next one is Fragrance of the Year, Popular. Okay, so the fragrance that was awarded that category was Nest New York Lychee Rose. Now, guys, I have to stop right there and just say the following, okay? I'm no expert, okay? I'm just a fragrance lover, a collector. I have not been formally trained, but I can only share my opinion. So that is a fragrance that you guys know that I picked it up, and I'm talking rarely return a fragrance, but that is a fragrance that I returned. Was it that it didn't have a beautiful, pleasant smell? No, it did have a beautiful, pleasant smell. It just didn't, it was underwhelming to me, but that's just little old me. Please let us know in the comment section what you think about that fragrance, if you got to try it or if you have it. You know, many people love it, I'm sure they do, but I just wanted to let you know. Perfume Extraordinaire of the Year. Now this is the one that I really wanted to hear about, okay? Perfume Extraordinaire, like extraordinary, of the year. Ready? Guerlain Tobacco Honey. Yes. Yeah, I'm good. I am so good with that. If I would have been there, I would have been a cheerleader for a minute because, wow, loving that. Let us know your thoughts. I'm sure some of you don't agree with that because we all have our opinions, but let us know in the comment section what you think about that. Okay, so the last one that I'm going to share with you from these awards is Packaging of the Year Luxury, as in luxury packaging. Guys, are you ready? Okay. Packaging of the Year Luxury, Mind Games, French Defense. So you guys know that I'm obsessed with that fragrance house, and I think that that packaging is ultra luxurious. So yeah, I'm good with that too. But let us know who you think should have been voted luxury packaging fragrance of the year, you know? So just let us know. Anyway, I just wanted to share those with you and get you guys going and also get your opinion. All right. So the next thing that I want to share with you is, oh my goodness, guys, this is so juicy and so good. So the results are in. So you guys know how we've been saying that there's so many fragrances that have been launched during 2024. They don't give us time to breathe. How there's been so many gourmands that we're going to get gourmand fatigue. Well, let me tell you what the number one trend of 2025 has been reported to be. Gourmand fragrances. Yes, you heard me correctly. Gourmand fragrances. As in, we will be getting so many more gourmand fragrances during 2025 because it is the number one trend within the fragrance industry for 2025. Now, you're going to find this really, really interesting, guys. Now, that's the number one trend of 2025, okay? The number two trend, and I'm going to just give you some of the trends. There was a whole list, but I wanted to give you the top trends and give you the interesting trends, the ones that like there's trends that we knew were just going to be trends because they're like trends every year. But these trends that I'm going to share with you, oh, this is just interesting. So, another trend, milky fragrances with caffeine. Yes, milky fragrances with caffeine. As in, these fragrances that are milky will be spiked with caffeine. So caffeine is going to become a very active member of the lactonic fragrances, is basically what they're saying. The next one is a good amount of rice note fragrances. Yeah, because we're loving that rice and fragrances. You know, it's a very different note. I will say that. It is a very different note. It gives the fragrance a different character and a different twist and a different everything. But let me know your thoughts. But that is a definite trend for 2025. It's already been reported because, there's organizations that have an understanding of all of the fragrance that are scheduled to come out throughout the year. And rice note fragrances will be definitely in 2025. The next one is florals will start to make a comeback. Yeah, florals will start to make a comeback. You heard right, florals will start to make a comeback. The next one, you will see the beast mode fragrance trend start to be replaced by nuance. So what that means is that where the trend has been that everybody's looking for that beast mode fragrance, well, the trend that you will start to see take over in 2025 is where people are no longer interested in a beast mode fragrance. They're looking for more of a subtle approach to a well-performing fragrance. And guys, I have to tell you, that's one that I was really happy to read about because while I love a beast mode fragrance, guys, I don't always, and I've said that here before on the channel, I don't always want a beast mode fragrance. Why? No, what I want is a good, exceptional performing fragrance that does its job. I don't want it to be loud all the time, like, oh my goodness. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I know that many of you love beast mode all the time, and that's great. But I just want you to know that that trend is starting to subside. Another major trend for 2025, guys, is that brands will start literally pumping out one after the other hair perfumes. Yes. I mean, we've already started to see that, right? Where there's hair perfume and body mist, from brands, not just necessarily from like brands that are dedicated to body mist and stuff like that. No, we're starting, and we have been seeing it for a while. This year, I think there was more activity around that. The last major trend that I want to report for 2025 fragrances is expect to see quite a number of fashion brands launch their own fragrances. So fashion brands will be launching their own fragrances. So, there's a ton of fashion brands right now that, Chanel, Dior, Mugler. I mean, there's a whole bunch of fashion brands that have been developing fragrances for a while, but it seems like that trend is going to pick up considerably during 2025. So be ready. So yeah, I just wanted to share those trends with you. Let us know in the comments section what you think about any of these trends. What are your thoughts? What did you expect was going to happen? Okay, so the next thing that I want to share with you guys is a couple of fragrances that are scheduled to come out. And they're very interesting fragrances to me. So, you know, there's a ton of fragrances that are going to come out, but I don't pick everything to bring it to you. I'm just bringing you what I think that you really want to know about because it's kind of interesting. So the first one is that Clean Reserve, you know, Clean Reserve, that clean brand that you can find at Sephora, is launching a new perfume. And that perfume is called Whipped Cherry. And Whipped Cherry is launching in December, exclusively at Sephora. So I will be sharing with you the notes here somewhere. Yeah. So what did you think about those notes? Do you think that Whipped Cherry is a fragrance that you may be interested in picking up? Do you want me to pick it up and review it? I don't have one Clean Reserve fragrance, but yeah, I'm willing to take one for the team because it sounds very interesting. You know, I love cherry fragrances, and it says Whipped Cherry. I don't know. Just let us know what your thoughts are on that. Then guys, to end today's Chatty Scent Corner, we have a new Fragrance du Bois fragrance. Guys, do you know that Fragrance du Bois has launched 4 new fragrances this year already? Yeah, so this is another one, and this one is called Lucius. Now, I saw Lucius. Where was I? I was looking online at Harrods. I look every other day at Harrods to see what's new because there's so many Harrods exclusives, right? Actually, a couple of the Fragrance du Bois fragrances this year were initially exclusive to Harrods. I think one still is, which is Rude Oud. I've considered picking that fragrance up several times. I've had it in my cart and then I just take it out of my cart. I don't know because I'm just a little bit concerned with picking it up without trying it first, and I haven't been able to find a decant. So let me know if you know where I can get a decant of that one because I've heard that it's really good, but I want to sniff it before I pay that kind of money and also have it shipped all the way from the UK to the US. But anyway, so this new fragrance is called Lucius. And from the notes, guys, I think this fragrance is going to lean either a tad or considerably to the masculine side. I may be totally wrong, but I just have this very strong feeling that that fragrance is going to be more masculine than anything because Seren, while being supposedly unisex, really leans towards the feminine side. And I just, you know, they're a very balanced fragrance house, and I just have a feeling that Lucius is going to lean to the masculine. I may be totally wrong. Let us know, because I know we have several fan members from the UK. Let us know if you've gotten your nose on Lucius and your thoughts, or if you are interested in getting a decant or picking it up. Like, do those notes really interest you? Anyway, guys. All right, so we've reached the end of today's Chatty Scent Corner, and I hope that you enjoyed this one too. I certainly enjoyed putting together all this information and doing the research just to bring you those highlights of what's going on in the fragrance industry. Remember that if you know anything that you want me to share with the rest of the fam during our Chatty Scent Corner videos every week, please let me know, and I will definitely incorporate it. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you so much for hanging with me today, and I will see you all in the next video.